Welcome back to our weekly podcast. We are in the book of James. I'm here with Pastor Jason Jarvis from Calera Baptist Church. And if you're watching this for the first time, we are certainly glad to have you. Even if you've been watching with us for a while, we've been doing a lot of these videos. And so last week you actually asked me a question.
That's right. You want me to ask you some more?
If you go for it.
All right, I'll ask you something.
Okay.
This week we're going to be continuing in James chapter 5.
Okay.
And we're going to be talking about the understanding of persevering. And James uses an example of the farmer.
Okay.
Who plants the seed. He tills the land, he plants the seed, he waits and waits and waits. Mm-hmm. How do you get past a point of frustration and waiting? How do you persevere through hard times when you're waiting for God to either answer something or to let you know what His answer is?
Well, in all honesty, and I'm probably like most people, my patience is that I don't have a lot of patience, and that's something I have to go to the Lord to and ask Him for patience. And He's not just going to give me patience when I do that. He's going to walk me through a situation where I apply patience, that practice, into real life, right? And so for me, it's hard. I know, that God is in control and He's all-knowing, but yet I'm in such a rush sometimes. And I think that's just kind of the life we live in.
Yeah. We want the answers now. We want things to happen now.
Immediate. Yeah. So I really don't have a good answer for that other than I have to constantly remind myself it's God's will, not mine. He knows the best timing. And really in every situation that I've gone through in life, when I take a look back and say, God, you made this happen at the right time. When I wanted it to happen was not at the right time. Yes. And so that allows me to lean to Him even more. It's
amazing when we look back, we see the plan that God had for us. Mm-hmm. And while we were in it, we didn't understand why. What was happening was happening.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that we're going to learn this week and in James is that we need to persevere and follow through on the things we believe. Mm-hmm. And as we do that, what happens is God works. And so no matter what circumstances we face, no matter where we are in our season of life, and no matter what it is that we're looking forward to, we need to realize the greatest thing we could be focused on, the thing we ought to be focused on, is God.
Yep.
Serving Him, worshiping Him, glorifying Him, honoring Him, being obedient to Him. And as we do that, what we find is we find a life of consistency. It doesn't mean that the things around us that are happening will stay consistent, but it means our life is consistent. And that is so hard in our world today. I think that's one of the things that most people battle with is consistency and commitment.
Right.
We live in a world where we talk a lot about apathy, especially in the church right now. It seems like there's so many people who are indifferent. And I believe that we're seeing and being challenged even to show what our true faith is in, who we're really trusting or what we're truly trusting. And so James encourages the believers. He says, endure, persevere, continue in the faith. It's those that we look back throughout history and we see their faith worked out through circumstances. We see it worked out through the trials and the temptations, the things they face. And it's the same with us.
Yeah.
The legacy we leave is going to be determined by the consistency in what we act out. And that doesn't mean acting out as in pretending, but it means that we're going to walk the faith that's truly in our hearts and in our souls. And so we're going to talk more about that Sunday, and I think it'll help. And so it's a hard question to answer, but at the same time, I think there's some easy answers. We just have to look to the Word, and James will help us with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we overcomplicate things.
Yes, we do.
A lot. And so I'm really looking forward diving in to James. Our service times this week are Sunday at 8:30 for our traditional service and 10:45 for our more contemporary